Good afternoon. My name is Skip. I've lived in Glen Rock for since 1999, and I love this town. I wore my special Woodstock T-shirt. It's not original because I was there originally in 1969, and I remember about 30% of it. And it's not because of age; it's because of. Anyway, what I'm here to talk about. And I was really there. I was 19 years old. And to answer your question, the 5 most important things to me are my 4 kids and my wife.
Yeah.
So, and that's kind of what I'm leading into this. After I retired my career, I started doing a lot of scuba diving around the world. And this piece of 8, you can't see it, but this is very special to me. This was minted.
So tell us what it is first.
Yes, it's a silver piece of 8, which is the coins that the Spanish used to use. And in 401 years ago, Spain ran the whole world, and they had all the silver mines in Peru, and they
To dumb it down, he knows a lot about this topic, so he's using words we don't all know. This is a 400-year-old, 401-year-old silver Kennedy dollar. Basically, is what this is.
Actually, Kennedy wasn't around that time, but it's. But the interesting story of this is they minted it in 1622, and they sent it to Cuba to put on a ship. The ship took off for Spain to deliver all these coins that were minted, and a hurricane hit, and it was swept into the Gulf of Mexico, and for 350 years, until 1985, it sat at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico for 350 years. And if anybody knows the story of Mel Fisher, how many people know that story? Anyway, Mel Fisher was the guy who found it and made a big business out of it. And me being a scuba diver, I went down to the Key West, and I joined him on one of his trips there. But he found it, I didn't find it, I didn't get this out of the water. He had brought up a lot of the stuff. The real interesting thing about this is there's a lion imprinted in the coin, and the lion is facing this way. Well, when the first batch of coins originally did get back to Spain, the king was so mad because the lion was supposed to go this way, facing the king on the thing or something, and he sent his people back and they beheaded the guy who minted the coin because he was dyslexic. So that's the original dyslexic. And my family knows all about my love of scuba diving, and half my family scuba dives, and this is a great thing to pass on to them as well as other things. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, don't go anywhere. I got questions for you now. Okay. You obviously like history.
Yes, I love history.
New and old history and adventure. Let's dig a little deeper. What does it really mean to you to hold something that's 401 years old?
It shows how insignificant I really am. It's 401 years old, and it was the whole Spanish Empire ruled the world, and they ruled Cuba, everything else. It just goes to show you we're just a dot in time. So that's the significance to me.
It's a weird question. If my sons were here helping us clean out, if we were cleaning out your attic and we found that, and you're telling my kids the story. These are young kids. They have no clue what they're going to do in life. I think one wants to be a video game programmer, and one wants to be Elvis. He really likes music. What do you want to tell kids, young kids, grandkids? What do you want to tell kids about the cool stuff you found and the adventures you've gotten to do?
Well, a lot of it deals with scuba diving. Those of you that know Pearl Harbor, well, just about everybody does. I scuba dived the ship that sits at the bottom of the Bikini Atoll when they did the atomic testing, and in there, the ship was the Nagato, and that's where Yamamoto picked up the phone and said, "Tora, Tora, Tora, start the attack." And I got a picture of me doing that. It's these kinds of things, but the message I want to give to them is treat people with dignity and respect them and let them tell their story and you tell yours.
I love it. I don't think I should say anything after that. I think that's good. All right, Steve, anything else you want to say? Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you.